Okay.
I'm live?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just see if we can get audio confirmation.
It's good.
Okay, can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, great, perfect. So we may have some interruptions because my son, who I love dearly, decided that he was going to do laundry super late. Come in. I'm live.
Okay.
Don't say anything that you don't want Colin can. Can you say hi?
Hi.
His voice is all deep. Hi. You trying to get a hi?
I just text everyone.
Huh?
No, she can go out there.
Whoa.
You can,
You can continue, sorry.
no, I was just waiting. I said we were gonna have some interruptions because the son that I do love so much decided to do the laundry super late. Why did you say go so late?
Because I forgot about it. We were out all morning, and then I got tired.
Yeah, you was there all day and all last night.
I
But
know.
he's never home, so he's never here. He doesn't even live here. I told him to rent out his bed
What do you mean?
because you don't live here. You don't even sleep here. I can see if you just came and flopped yourself. You don't even sleep here. You sleep elsewhere. Elsewhere. Elsewhere.
I'm gonna go do laundry.
Okay, so who are you taking?
I'm just gonna go do it myself.
No, because you know that Leah's been there. She's the only one that's been there.
That's fine, I've been there too.
You're not doing it by yourself.
Well, it's too late. I don't want to wait for her to get dressed.
Take mine somebody.
Nah. It's gonna
Okay.
take too long.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Y'all know how men are, right? Gabby,
Hmm?
are we still good on this thing?
What?
Are we still good on this thing?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out laundry situation. It needs to be done. It's not my laundry. He's done laundry twice this week, so I'm not complaining too much. He makes time. He makes time. Um, this week, I hope you guys had a good week. I had an okay last 2 weeks. Well, I haven't been here, I think, in 2 weeks. I'm not sure. I didn't check, but I know it's been a minute, a little bit. I'm trying to keep this channel updated for some odd reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just going to keep it just in case. Just for moments like this, right? And I like to start off talking about things that that people who used to watch our vlogs would care to know, like life stuff, right? So that's why I like to start with these with life stuff. What's been going on with life? Well, the one thing I went on with life this week is I'm gonna try not to get into it because I need to make a whole nother video on this. Maybe I'll do it on my other channel, right? But my spiritual channel. I went through something called a twin flame separation sickness. That was something. Something I didn't know exist. You would think because I'm a twin myself, a twin soul, a twin spirit, whatever, I would research this through and through, but I would be obsessed with it because I find that some people are really obsessed with the twin flame journey. The twin flame thing is so popular and everybody loves it and blah, blah. The thing I want is to get away from it because I'm in it. When you're really, truly in it, you don't want no parts of it. You just don't want no parts of it, right? So when this came up, I was just like, what do you mean? First of all, I didn't even know what it was because I was like really, really sick. I was really, really sick. I wasn't feeling good. When I mean sick, I mean like not like throwing up or whatever. Not like that. I was sad. I went through sadness. I went through... What else? What happened, man? It was a couple of weeks ago, so I couldn't figure out why I was crying at every little turn. I don't know. It was just a lot. My anxiety was bad. There was a lot, right? So I went through it. I was going through it. And then I didn't know what it was, so Spirit had to send me a video, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm listening to the symptoms, and I'm like, yeah, that's not me, because I'm not going through this, and this. So I went on. I didn't even finish watching the video. I clicked out of it. And the only reason I knew I didn't finish the video is because I went back to watch it after all the symptoms kicked in. I was like, oh, that is me. That's me. So I went through that, and I think I may talk about it on my other channel. I'll have a more detailed video on it on my other channel, my spiritual channel. If you're interested in that, I'll make sure I make a point to do that because I haven't been over there in a while either. Okay, so that went on. That was brutal. I couldn't even work out that week. I worked only twice that week. I worked out twice that week, and that was depressing to me because I really like to move my body and get myself going or whatever. I don't have any hand cream or anything like that. I'll get Leak Debbie to give me something. Yeah, but anyway, so that went on, right? Okay, what else happened? Gubby, I mean not Gubby, Aria has now decided we are finally done with that disgusting potty. If you've never potty trained, by the way, I didn't potty train her. She potty trained herself, right? I've said this. But if you've never been through that, the potty is so gross. I just, the potty's so gross. But it's important for the little ones to have a potty nearby that can access and just deal with that. They can sit on it, and because if our bathrooms were in use, she could just run to the potty. But we have moved to the point where she's like, okay, I can hold this, and I need to go to the bathroom, and I need to tell you guys that I have to go pee. Because before she wouldn't tell us, she would just go. Now we've gotten past that point where she's just like, I don't need this disgusting potty. I don't even want. She'll go bypass the potty and she goes and jumps on the big toilet. So I'm like, yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I didn't potty train her. One day she was just like, I want to. That's it. I don't want to wear these diapers anymore, and she went. But then we were stuck dealing with the whole potty situation, and that's just a whole nother nastiness in itself. So we went through that. What else? Finish it up at the living room. I'm gonna do a video on that for this channel. The only problem, I want to film it when it's clean. The problem is it's never clean because we live here and we have children who have a toy box in there and they love to play around, and it's just never clean. So I want to film that, but I want it clean. But good luck with that one. What else happened? Nothing. This week I feel like I fully recovered to myself. I'm back to myself. I've been jogging a lot. I've jogged this week running. I was running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What's today? Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I ran. Thursday, which is today, I did a regular workout, which I'm going to have to up that because it doesn't do anything for me anymore. It doesn't have me winded or sweaty, nothing. It's just like I got to up that. And Friday I'll just keep doing another workout. Next week, I'm off Saturday, Sunday, and then next week I'll go back to running on Monday. So I'm happy because during that twin flame separation sickness, I was just depressed. I was sad. I was depressed. I was sad. I was depressed. I had a headache that wouldn't go away. I had insomnia, but also I could not. I had insomnia, but I also could not sleep. Well, that's not what I mean. I'm lost here. I had insomnia, but also I was exhausted. That's what I meant. I had insomnia, but I was also exhausted. But I thought the exhaustion was due to the insomnia, but it was not. It was completely separate. It was like, yes, I was tired, but I couldn't go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? I was dead tired. It was like deep in my bones exhaustion. So it wasn't just regular fatigue. It was deep in my bones. That's what it was. So those are two separate symptoms that was on that list. And I was like, yeah, looks like that's what I'm dealing with here. And again, I've only ever watched, I only watched one video about it. It was like, because I really don't have the energy to be chasing this twin flame thing. It's so bizarre to me. I'm going to kick my leg out. Yeah. It's so bizarre to me because I don't want to be like obsessed with this twin flame thing. Everyone's like, I'm a twin and blah, blah, blah. And I don't care. I don't really care. Sad for you because I'm actually going through it. And it's funny because I was looking at this other video about something about twins, and it was something else. I can't remember. It wasn't about anything important, but it was like how we function or something like that. Or no. The video was how can twins be friends? Just best friends. And I was just like, okay. And I was going through the comments, and this one person stood out to me. They was like, because everybody was like, oh, yes, thank you for the video. And, yes, I understand this. And somebody in the comments was like, I am sick of these lies. It was like, you cannot be friends with your twin because the sexual energy, the magnetism is so potent that it always ends up being a sexual relationship or it ends up being a love relationship. So the person in the comments was like, if you keep spewing these lies, you're not really going through it. You don't know what you're talking about because this is not what it is. And I'm just like, yeah, that person knows what to talk about. They was frustrated. They was angry. So I started thinking, yeah, you're going through it because that's how we feel. We're not like, oh, this is such a beautiful, tragic love story. Like, shut up. It is not. It is not a beautiful, tragic love story. It's not like that. It's all about growth and it's hard. It's hard work. Okay. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. If I could avoid that part of my life, I would. But it is what it is. I'm here. I'm a twin. There's nothing I can do about that. But it's not this beautiful, love, crazy fantasy thing that people want to make it out to be. It's not like that at all. It's tragic. It's actually very hard because it's not about getting into a relationship. It's about growth within ourselves. And that twin is a mirror of ourselves, right? So that twin will show us parts of us that we just want to avoid, right? Vulnerability, lack of being able to stand on your own 2 feet, a lack of stability within yourself, a lack of being able to create stability in yourself. Those are things you have to. Gubby, could you get me? Could you? Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Could you get my pink bag? Does it have the coconut oil in it?
No.
What do I do with it? Okay. Because I'm all weird. Thank you. So that's what the twin flame situation is about. So I don't want to look at it because I don't want no parts of it. Thank you. I don't want no parts of it. You heard me, but I'm stuck here. This is just what it is. It's hard work. Anyway, the title, right? I came across a short the other day, and this lady, she was, I don't know, you probably seen it. She was, if you're into the, if you're in the spiritual realm, I can't speak today. The spiritual realm, the God world, the whatever you want to call it. If you're on your God journey or whatever, you may have seen it. This woman was at a school board meeting and her child was transitioned against her will or behind her back. They was feeding her kids some story about how they're probably, if they're sad, then they're probably in the wrong body and they should transition and be exactly who they want to be. Now, I'm against that fully. I don't think that the school system should be involving themselves in this matter. Now, I'm all for letting children have the right to speak for themselves, but not consulting the parents. And I understand that some parents can be a little difficult, but unfortunately, it's not your right to try to do. It's not your right. You don't have the right. But that wasn't the point. The lady was trying to do a prayer. She was like, I pray against the demons that's in this, because she really feels like her child was being turned against God because her child was being told that they had the right to choose their gender and stuff like that. So she was trying to say a prayer. What struck me, by the way, that whole situation was wrong, but whatever, right? Whatever. I don't know how old the child was. I don't know. But the whole situation struck me as wrong. But the thing that got me is that when she started doing the prayer, people were booing her. And the lady stopped her and said, we don't do prayer. My thing is, if you don't want prayer in school, fine. Fine. That's fine. But it was so bizarre to see people booing her because of her prayer to her God, to God, right? To our Father. The boos shocked me. I was just like, whoa, okay. We may not agree with her doing it here, because you don't need to do public prayer. If you really wanted something done, you sit in your privacy of your own home and you get that prayer done, right? You don't need to be out there praying. She didn't even get her prayer out because she was so distracted. So what was the point, right? You don't need to be in public places praying because Jehovah will take care of it, sitting right there. You don't need no public prayer. Plus, that prayer should be between you and Jehovah, you and God, right? Fine. So I was struck by that. I was just like, I mean, when did we become so ignorant? When did we become so tactless that we can't allow this woman to do what she wants to do, right? We should have some. If you didn't like it, get up and walk out. You know, just sit there. But the thing that gets me too is that they always say God's not real. Jehovah's not real. He's not real. But if he's not real, why are you angry? What brings that fury up in you for something that's not real? I was thinking to myself today, I said, it's like me saying, somebody come and saying, I don't care what you say, pigs are flying right now. I can see a pig flying right now. Pigs are flying. I wouldn't get angry at them. I'd just be like, okay. Okay. Right? But I feel like that's just logical. Why are you getting angry at something someone else believes in? What does that have to do? If you sat there and said, I worship Satan right now, okay. This is who I worship. I worship Satan. Okay. Don't let me stop you. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to that. Fine. When do we stop allowing people to believe in what they want to believe in? Why? Because even you can see clips online of people when they're getting their awards and they'll thank God, or they'll start speaking of God and they will cut. Oh, we had technical difficulties. Cut off. Why? Why are you? He's not real, right? You don't believe he's real. So why does it affect you? Right? If people say that there's dwarves, little tiny not dwarves, elves, right? People said there was elves. Okay. Who am I to tell you what to believe in? But the world's not like that. That's the problem. That's the problem. There lies the problem. Crazy. Crazy. I was just looking at that like, why are you so mad though? Like, why y'all mad? Like, why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? I don't expect anybody to believe in anything I believe in. In my mind, whenever I speak about Jehovah and everything that I'm going through and how black magic is real, and in my mind, everyone's like, she's crazy. She's absolutely insane. That's just how and if anybody ever came up to me and said, you're crazy. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. If you believe I'm like, do about that. Okay? In my mind, that's how people, nobody really believes in my mind. Nobody believes anything I'm saying in my mind. But I sit here because Jehovah tells me to sit here regardless if people believe you or not. He says, sit with your head high because I said so. Because Jehovah said so. Not because I'm helping others, really. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not to push others into believing in Jehovah. I'm sorry if for me, I'm sitting here because he told me to. Because otherwise I just go mind my business. I just do something else he told me to do. I would just go about my life and ignore the fact that other people need to hear this. I'm sorry, but I might get in trouble later about this. They might actually come down on me about this later. I would, though. Unless Jehovah tells me to, I allow people to live the way they want to live. But he tells me to sit here. He tells me to talk about this stuff, so I do. Do I expect anybody to believe me? Not really. Not really. Not the way this world works. Every time Jehovah tells me to do something, like, I'm going to do it. Of course I am. I'm going to be obedient. But Lord, I don't think they're listening. I'm like, are we wasting our time here? Because I don't believe they're listening. That's me. That's just how I am. I probably have more people out there believing what I'm saying than I actually believe. I believe that everybody out here thinks I'm just crazy. And I feel like in some way it's easier that way. For me, anyway. Because when people start to believe you, I don't know. See, I'm about to get on a tangent here. Does it lessen the value? Are they really hearing you? Because they think they know everything else. Are they really listening? I want people who are not hearing me, but listening. I need you to listen, not hear me. I need you to listen, okay? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between me hearing you. I hear you, but I'm not listening, right? I need you to listen to what I'm saying. I need you to embody that, internalize that, what I'm saying. Because otherwise I wouldn't be here. He wants me here because someone's listening. They're not just hearing me, they're listening. He has words for you, and that's why I sit here. Not for me, because otherwise I'd be off doing my own thing. You know, I don't need nobody to rally behind me to love Jehovah, to go out and do what he tells me to do. I don't need nobody behind me. I stand all alone. When people say, you're crazy, I'm standing like, you're crazy. Maybe I am. Okay, maybe I am. Okay, maybe I am. But let me be crazy over here. Listen to Jehovah. Okay, I don't need nobody rallying behind me and saying, we got you, we understand you. If you want to come on. Come on, that's nice. Hey, we can be friends. Hey. Okay, so that belongs to this. Hold on. Because I lost this a while ago. No, that's not. I don't know. I think this goes to the... I gotta throw that out. I don't need nobody. But it's nice if there's some people out there hanging out and vibing with the words I'm saying when I'm saying words, then great. But it struck me as odd that people were booing her. I was just like, now you always hear about people talking about, oh, this celebrity was praising God and the internet went crazy and was booing. You hear about it, but since I don't really follow celebrities, I just hear about it, you know? I don't do no extra research. I feel like people think because I'm who I am, all I do is sit around and do God stuff all day. No. You know what's interesting? Is that God stuff primarily, I wasn't about to get that word at all. I had to stop and think. Primarily focuses on my growth. Right now, for now, he wants me to grow. That's it. He wants me to mature. He has a specific path for me that I know I'm on, and I know what I need to get ready for. And that's what I focus on. But I also focus on my health, making sure I'm eating right, drinking my water, getting my exercise, and moving my body, meditating, staying in prayer with him. That's typically what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else. Spiritually, I'm not sitting around reading the Bible, because you already know I don't read the Bible. I'm not going to nobody's church unless he tells me to. I have not been in a church. I've never been in a church unless it was for funerals. My church is in here. So, primarily, I'm focused on eating right, working out, taking care of my children, normal things that you would do. Yes, I'm in meditation and prayer. Yes, I mean, my life is just like yours, other than spiritual matters that I have to handle that you probably don't. Governing several spirits at once is, it doesn't consume me like you would think. It doesn't consume me like you would think. I have a lot of time to myself. My days are reading, praying, meditating, eating right, working out, drinking my water, raising my children. Homeschooling is a big part of my life. So those are the things that I'm doing. On the outside, I just look like a normal being. It's only when I have to stop and like focus on spiritual matters is when my life differs from yours. Otherwise, I'm just like anybody else. When in Rome. So, like, right? When on earth, right? I'm on earth. We do as the earthlings do. My biggest issue is navigating my 3-year-old sleep schedule. She is something else. Yeah, she's something else. Um, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't. I just wanted to get on here and get something for the channel because I haven't been on here. Uh, I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know I don't know. I don't know. Nothing else is really going on. I have to moisturize my skin because for some reason today my skin has been so itchy. It's been itchy. I went outside and I went shopping with the kids. We got the little ones Easter stuff together. And we're trying to coordinate our colors for Easter. But I'm trying to figure out what we're doing, right? Because I want to get this cute little cat suit. It's so stinking cute. It kisses every single curve. So I'm kind of wondering, I'm like, I need to be a little more modest, but it just hugs it's like stuck to me. It's just cute. And I'm like, I want that. It's all white. I got my perfect heels to go with it. I'm telling you. But we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see. Let me show you these. Gubby, could you get my shoes? I love these heels. And I have to show them because they're so stinking cute. Let's see if I can find them, though.
Here.
I don't need the whole box, but let's see. Here, let me show you. Ooh. I'm thinking about wearing these. I haven't worn them yet. Looky! Yes, honey. They so cute. I put them on just to get my legs, ow, don't fall. Just to get my legs used to the heel again because I haven't worn a 5-inch heel in forever. No, these are not name brand. I don't do a bunch of names. I just don't. I feel like so super tacky. And there's some really good shoes and stuff out there without a brand. You don't need to brand everything. My bag is brands. My handbag is brand. I haven't found any brand shoes that I'm like, I need to have. No, they're not a brand. I want to get them in black, though. When I showed my daughter, she was like, oh, yes, Leah. She was like, yes, mommy, yes. She was like, I've been looking for those in black. I'm like, yeah, I went and tried to get them in black, and they were sold out. So those are the ones I'm thinking about wearing for Easter with a pantsuit, but it's like a cat suit really because it's really, really tight. So I'm considering it. I'm thinking about it. I'm consulting with the spirits. Jehovah, what do you think? I gotta go through my father now. Yeah, my daddy can't be out here angry at me because I'm out here scantily clad. Okay, look, I gotta go by what he say. Okay, I can't be out here showing my naughty bits to everybody. I mean, this body's kind of in shape, so I'm like, I don't know if I should be out here strutting this thing with no ring on my finger. I don't know. I don't know if I should be out here throwing this thing around. And I'm not cuffed, okay? So I don't know. But, so that's what I was thinking about. But I was also thinking about, okay, if I'm going to go modest, it has to be cute. Like, if I'm going to wear a dress down to the dang floor, it's got to be something I would proudly step out. And I can't So I'll consult with the spirits, and they'll give me their advice. And because I want to be modest, but I'm also fighting back that little girl in me that was just like tight everything. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that girl. No one wants to be that girl. I don't want to be that girl. But my body's looking kind of good, you know? So, um, so we're trying to coordinate everybody's Easter outfits so that we can take pictures for Easter. The little ones already coordinate. King's, I think his bow tie matches Arya's dress, right, Gubby?
Yeah.
Yeah, his bow tie matches Arya's dress. I just need to go for Arya's accessories. She needs a new purse. She needs a new cardigan. She needs shoes. She needs stockings. So she just... I think King's already set. Yeah. His pants need to be tailored. And he needs a pair of shoes. That's about it. Yeah, so I'm already thinking ahead, trying to get this stuff out the way, because when you got a bunch of kids, you got to make sure that everybody's coordinated. Their schedules need to be coordinated. We're going to have a struggle with that one because everybody works. So nothing else going on. That's it. I'm just trying to figure out why, if God's not real, why y'all mad though? Like, why they mad though? Somebody tell me why they mad? Why does it hurt them to hear us pray or praise Jehovah? Why? Because when I deem something not real, I don't officially try to stop people from worshiping. If you want to worship flying pigs, I mean, go for it, right? That's your thing. If you believe in it that strong, your thing. Go for it, right? You go. It's not going to do me any harm. That's the thing. They know that if people start believing in prayer, it might do some good. And they don't want that. That's the problem. If people start believing in prayer, yeah, I hear you, Spirit. They don't want that. They don't want that. Yeah, okay. So, y'all, don't let them stop you from doing your thing. You don't need to be out in public doing your thing, right? You can sit in the privacy of your own home, speaking to Jehovah yourself, speaking to God yourself. You don't need a priest or pastor or anyone else telling you how you got to have a third party to go through to God. That's a whole lie. We know it to be true. You don't need me. You don't need no priest. You don't need nobody to go through God. You go through him. That's your father. He's your father. He's your creator. You go through him. You don't need me. I don't need to tell you to go to God because that's the first thing I'm going to say when you come to me with a problem. Did you talk to him? Literally, that's it. Did you talk to him? Right? I was just having this beautiful thought. I had to put this thought, and it might bring me to tears. But earlier today, I was thinking about one time my spirit guide. I was upset about something. And my spirit guide, I love him so much. Yeah, this is going to bring me to tears. No. Okay, so I was sitting there, I was upset about something. And I'm in a public place. But I'm sitting in meditation. And my spirit guide says, I was going to say his name. My spirit guide says, why don't you just talk to him? And very sternly, without using my mouth. Maybe I did speak. Did I speak? No, okay. No, I didn't. I was like, I'm going to use words, but this is what I said in my head. I did talk to him. He's not listening to me. I was really upset. That's going to bring me to tears. I was really upset because I was upset about something. I was so upset. And they kept Spirit was like, talk to him. Why don't you talk to him, is what Spirit said. And I was like, I did talk to him. By the way, I always look to the side because I feel this is where I hear, right on this side of me is where my spirit sits, my guide. And it's like, I did talk to him. He's not listening to me. And my spirit didn't say anything, right? Bring me to tears. But I spoke to him again, and we got it resolved. I cry when it comes to my father. If I cry, it's all bets are off. He's gonna everybody shut up. She's crying. That's how he literally reacts. Like he will shut down. I have witnessed Jehovah shutting down the heavens to deal with me personally. I hate repeating these because it's just so emotional. My love for him goes beyond. I love Jehovah with everything in me. Sorry. I love him with everything in me. It's just like how he shows up for me when nobody else will show up for me. Nobody else is there for me. He's there for me. And when you've had your father shut down, I mean shut, like literally no angels are speaking, nobody's speaking, right? When you've had that done for you, the gratitude that you feel, the love you feel is unreal. He stood for me. Oh, thank you. We gotta get some tissues in here, like some little clean, like the little, you know, my tear ones. Yeah, the love he has for me, it's insane. I've had him shut down literally the heavens. Everybody shut. I don't know if you guys know, but I can hear the heavens. Most spiritual people can. There's always something. There's chaos always. It's not like chaos is beautiful chaos, but it's still a lot going on at all times, right? And when that shut down and I was just able to speak, and he was like, it was like his focus was on me. It was as if there was a light shining on me, like the sun was shining on me, but I was indoors, so the sun's shining on me, and I'm just like, this is how I feel. And I remember this particular time when I'm talking about when he stopped everyone from speaking. Sorry, Big, I'm about to put you out there. I was upset because Big didn't come for me. He didn't come for me. I was promised that he was coming for me. He didn't come for me. And I was just like, I remember sitting there and just being completely in shock. Like, in shock. And I stopped and I was like, Father? I was like, where is he? And tears just started falling. Why am I still sitting here? What is this? Where is he? That's when the heavens, everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet. It's like he told everybody, shut, quiet. And he didn't answer me that night. But the next morning, I was just in tears. And I said to him, I said, Father, they don't make men like Jesus anymore. I was like, I know, because this is when I was so confused about the path. That was one. I really didn't know our journey. This is when I didn't know he was supposed to be where he is. This was just me. And I was like, I know that you want this for me. I know you want us together, but they don't make them like Jesus no more. And I was just bawling. And he doesn't like it when I cry. If I cry about anything, that thing, whatever I'm crying about is either getting fixed or the person I'm crying about is going down. Something's happening. He doesn't like when we cry. Not just me. You are devoted to him and you are one of his. He don't like it when you cry. The day I told you when my spirit guide was like, why don't you talk to him? I was upset because I wanted to go to a hotel. I'm going to be honest. I was just being a baby. I didn't want to sit out there no more. I didn't want to do any more spiritual work. I was upset. I needed a break. And I was so angry. I was like, I need a break. I can't do this anymore. I was just frustrated. I was sitting there like, I need a break. Because I did get breaks during my wilderness day. I did get breaks. But I was just so frustrated that day. And I was like, I need a flipping break. And I was angry. And when Spirit said, why don't you talk to him? I was like, I did talk to him. He's not listening to me. And I started bawling. And I was like, I need you to listen to me. I'm like, cry. I like literally ran around the corner. I was with my family. I just left. And I started crying out to him. Like, I need you to give me a break. A break came. So because for us, I wasn't allowed to have any money on me. It wasn't a thing. Okay. So the only way I could get into a hotel, obviously, you need to pay for it. So the money would have to show up out of nowhere. And that's what it did that day. I was done for. I just sat there and I was like, I can't. I need a break. I need you to give me a break. There was so much coming, that I needed that break. And he gave me the break. The money showed up in the account and I went and I just sat in the hotel for days. And I cried and I slept and I cried and I slept and I prayed and I cried and I slept and I prayed. And it was just, I needed that. I don't know where I was going with this, He doesn't like it when we cry. He doesn't like it when we need him. He is there for me. And they know that if you figure that out, they can't control you. you don't need you don't need no government. You don't need no pastor. You don't need nobody. You need you and Jehovah. That is it. When things I haven't had things fall for me in a while. When things do go down, it's because I know he wants it to go down, right? He wants it to collapse. But when things are collapsing around you, you got bills due and you don't know what to do, you better have a good, strong relationship with him, because that's the only way I survived. And you do exactly what he tells you to do. I don't care if he tells you to go out and sit near the dumpster. You go out and you sit near the dumpster. Because if you don't listen to him and then you ask for his help, but you don't listen and follow the directions that he gave you, why are you asking for his help? Don't call for him if you're not going to do what he asks you to do. So when I call for him and he says do this, I do. I don't question him. Oh, why do I need to go stand out there? Oh, why do I need to go to this place? Or why do I have to sit here and do nothing? I don't know. When he asks me to do something and I'm seeking his assistance, I'm going to do what he asks me to do. That's all. His love for me is unbeatable. Do you understand? I hate talking about his love for me because I start crying. No one has ever had my back like Jehovah's had my back. He stood for me when no one else. And when I think things are wrong, he's like, look, baby, I'm telling you right now, this is what you need to do. And this is why you need to end that relationship. And this is why you need to separate yourself from those people. And this is why, you know what I mean? And sometimes he doesn't even give me this is why. He just says, separate from that person. Separate from those people. This is why. Sometimes he doesn't even tell me. But sometimes he does tell me why. But mostly you will find out why after the fact. So after you've done what he asked you to do, you will find out why he told you to separate yourself from them people. Who needs to hear it? Because there it comes. Who needs to hear it? Who needs to hear it? Somebody needs to hear it. Because I always can tell when it starts to creep in, like, why am I getting on this subject? Who needs to hear it? He's speaking. Who needs to hear it? Oh, who needs to hear it? Oh, who needs to hear it? Because somebody needs to hear the fact that you need to, what is it, Spirit? Separate. Somebody needs to separate from those people. Because there's nobody I need to separate from. Every time you tell me to do something, I do it. I'm listening. I was falling asleep. And his love for me, unfounded. No one can stand the way he stands for you, Jehovah. Ooh. You are not going to find a human on earth that is going to stand for you the way Jehovah, including me. Yes, I may embody him, but I'm not your savior. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. I have aligned myself close enough with Jehovah that if I say, Jehovah, this person needs your help, he will help. That's what I can do. That's the only thing I can do for you. But notice, it's not me that's doing anything for you. It's him. I can only say, Jehovah, and it gets done like that. That's the only thing I can do for you. Jehovah, I'm interceding for this person. Done within days, maybe hours. I know that to be true. That I know to be true. But it's him. It's him that you're getting everything from. I'm just a vessel. I may be able to produce a little something. Maybe. If he wants me to. But again, I'm just a vessel. I'm not Jehovah himself. Right? I'm the avatar, the embodiment. He just gives me. He brings it down for me. That's all I can do. But it is him, excuse me, that I have to go through. It's him that I have to go through. So, just when he tells you to do something, because I have a feeling that that's what this is about, do it without question. If you go to him and you ask him, Lord, I need your help. He's telling you what to do. You're refusing. Oh, God wouldn't want me to do that. Maybe you said, Look, Jehovah, my my car note is due and I can't afford it. I need your assistance. Or maybe his assistance was telling you, get rid of the car. And you're like, no, that's not what he's saying. There's no way. There's no way Jehovah would have told me get rid of the car. Right? And I'm not here to tell you why he's telling you get rid of that car. I'm just telling you that if he's telling you to get rid of the car, get rid of it. But you should know that there's a reason for everything. He doesn't just tell you just so you can be out there walking the streets with nowhere to go. There's a reason behind this, but you should already know this. If you know him, if you know him like you claim to know him, then if he tells you to get rid of the car, get rid of the car. Right? If he tells you to leave that house, leave that house. Right? If he tells you to leave that job, leave that job. Oh, Lord, I'm having a problem with these people at work. What do? Leave the job. Leave the job. If he tells you to stay, work it out, work it out. Lord, I need your assistance. Get on welfare. If he tells you to get on welfare, get on welfare. That's what he tells you to do. If he tells you to get off welfare, get off welfare. Do what he tells you to do. It may be uncomfortable. Yes, it may be uncomfortable. But if he's telling you to do it, you just follow what he says. Because his love for you, baby, no one can match. Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what I feel. The way he caters to me and coddles me sometimes feels criminal. It sometimes feels wrong. And I'm just like, how come everybody else is not getting coddled like this? You guys, y'all ain't getting, he's not paying your bills. He's not putting money into your bank account. What's happening? Why not? Why? Why don't you have an extra $3,000 in your bank account when you did nothing but sit here and pray? Why? Why? That's my question. Why? Did you ask him for it? Ask. You want something? Ask. It's that easy. But then you have to think, what is my relationship with him? Do I deserve his help? Because that's a thing. That's the thing. Because you can't be like a horrible person out there willing to step on people and being mean to people and horrible to people and a horrible person and just hating the world, but then asking God for help. Huh? No. No, you can't do his people wrong and then ask to be on his side and be like, I need your help. Why are you struggling? Did you ask? Why are you struggling? Why? I want the answer. Why? There should be no reason for your struggle. What does that say to me? When you say I'm struggling financially, I'm struggling emotionally, I'm struggling physically, what does that say? What am I going to say? Why? What is your relationship to him? Honestly, when my kids come to me, they say, well, this and that. And I'm like, what is your relationship with him? That's my first question. I want to accomplish this. Okay, what is your relationship with him? Because whether people like to believe it or not, the fact that you are moving ahead in life, it has to do with all because of Jehovah. He's the only one that can allow you to move. No one else is going to allow you to move. I don't care if you think some boss is going to allow you to move. That's bull. The only one that's going to allow you to move is Jehovah. Because he's going to put the thought in that boss's mind and say, hey, I should give this person a raise. That's it. You need something. That thing's going to come because Jehovah allowed it to. Why? Why are you struggling? I want something that's available. Because I know where the source is. He is my source. Well, who else? There's no one else. Look, when you expect Jehovah to provide for you and you really believe, you live like that wholeheartedly, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. I don't have to look. I wanted my bag, but I still wanted other things too. I wanted to make sure. I said, can I have this bag? He know me. I would never spend that much money on this bag, but this bag, I love this bag. She's a beauty. I love her. I love her, right? She's a beauty. What did he do? The money was there. Get the bag. Yes, you can have the bag. I asked for everything. I asked for everything. Everything. If there's something I want, I'm like, I'm asking. I'm asking. So why? Can you tell me why you're struggling? Sorry. Why are you struggling? What is your relationship with him? That's the key. When you say I can't pay this bill, what's your relationship with him? I think I know the answer. Because you shouldn't be telling me that you're struggling with bills. You shouldn't be running to your bestie. You shouldn't be running to your mama or your daddy, your cousin, to whoever got the money to. No. I hope they turn around and look at you and say, why? Why do you need me? Go to him. Why are you asking me? That's how you have to see it. That's the problem with people, is they don't see it that way. They, oh, God, don't listen to me. God's not real. That's exactly why you sit in the position that you're in now. That's exactly why, because you believe that he's not there, so why would he help you? Because if you believe that he was there, your heart was in that, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. And that's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that if your heart is in that and you're praying to him earnestly, I think that lady was doing for attention, but okay. If you're really, really needing that help, you're really scared of your child being turned away, you don't want them to be turned, then you go straight to Jehovah. You don't make a public statement and try to pray in public. Girl, child, please. You sit in the privacy of your own home and you handle that between you and Jehovah. That's it. That's all. No one else. For why? What are they going to do for you? What did that public statement get her other than booze? Huh? If she really believed that Jehovah can handle this, she really believed that God can handle this, then why was she standing in there publicly praying? For what? What was the reason? Attention? What was the reason? Did you really want a solution to your problem that you deem to be a problem? I don't know her situation, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Right? I don't know her situation, so I can't comment on it. But my question was, why are you standing there? That's not, you don't want his help. You want recognition. You wanted a public appearance. You wanted something. You wanted something. So that woman was not standing there seeking. She didn't even have a correct, clear prayer. She was so focused on what was going on around her, she kept stuttering over her prayer. I'm just like, nah, lady, you're not really praying for Jehovah. Because me, if I have a problem, I'm sitting right here. Silent prayer. Sometimes I speak words. Sometimes I like to say my prayers out loud. But I'm telling you, it gets done. I'm not doing it for a public appearance. I'm not doing it because my kids are sitting here. I'm doing it because it needs to be done. I need you to fix this. I got a problem. I need you to fix this, okay? That's what I'm doing. That's why I sit here. I don't need nobody else's public viewing of me trying to get my prayer to God. What that got to do with anything? Nothing. It has nothing to do with anything. That whole situation was completely wrong. The whole thing. The fact that they were doing that to her child. The fact that she was out there praying. The fact that people were booing. All of it was wrong. None of it was right. I was just like, girl, take your privacy, take your prayer to your private room or sit in your private space and do what you do. You don't need nobody else. So again, my question to you, if you are needy, if God is telling you to do something, you need something. And he's telling you to do it, follow it without question. Follow without question. If he's telling you to separate from them people, separate from them people. And you know if they're telling you to separate from the people, you know he's telling you to separate from the people. Let me give you an example, because people will be like, oh, how do I know he's talking to me? Okay, I hear you. Okay. You know when you get around that person that you ain't supposed to be around, or those people that you're not supposed to be around, and your stomach starts to turn. And you feeling a certain type of way inside. You're like, oh. That's not just you being annoyed by those people at the time. No, that is Jehovah telling you, you're not supposed to be here. I'm making you feel a certain way because you're not supposed to be in the situation that you're in. So you're feeling a certain type of way. This is not you just being annoyed at their presence at this time. No. This is Jehovah telling you that it's done. It's a done deal. You shouldn't be with these people. How do I know? How do you feel? If you're not feeling joyous by being around certain people, if you're not feeling lifted up by being around certain people, if they're constantly nagging you and telling you what you ain't supposed to be doing, what you're gonna do, and what you should be doing, there's your cue. And you're not feeling a positive way about it, that's your cue. It's wrong. It's wrong. Okay, that's your cue. If you're not feeling positive by hanging out with these people, that's your cue. Done deal. Get rid of them. Right? That's how you know. How do you feel when you enter that situation? You don't want to be at that job. How do you feel when you're in that situation? Are you dreading getting up every morning? Hmm? Do you feel anxious? Are your anxiety is bad? Are you, how do you feel? Or you just don't simply want to be there? Because I understand sometimes you just don't want to be there, but you got to be there because you got bills to pay. Why? But okay. Why? Okay. Because if I don't want to be somewhere, I'm like, why am I here? That's my question. Why am I here? What do you need me to do here? Tell me what I need to do here so I can get out. Because I don't want to sit here no more. I'm done. Right? That's what I do. That's what I do, Jehovah. Please tell me what I need to do here so I can get up out of here. I don't want to be here no more. That's me. That's me. That's me. So why? Or sometimes you just don't want to be there. But if he's telling you, if there's a feeling, something's going on, every time you get up, you're dragging out of bed, you don't want to be there, you're sad, it's like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. Your heart starts to race, your anxiety is bad, your blood pressure's up, you can't, you just can't. That's your sign. That's Jehovah telling you. That is how you know. How do you feel in that moment? That's why it's important to stop and try to figure out how you feel in that moment. That's what I do. Every time I'm put in a situation that I don't want to be in, I'm observing. That's me. Like the situation with my twin flame sickness. Let's bring it back to that. My separation sickness, I didn't understand that feeling. When it first started happening, I was like, why? I started feeling a certain way, and I was like, well, wait. Because it was such a drastic change from the happy-go-lucky, I'm on my cloud 9, I'm singing every morning, I'm working out, I'm drinking my water, I'm laughing with my children, I'm just enjoying life, right? No, not a care in the world, no worries. Now all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm sad. My heart hurts. I got a headache. What's wrong? Why? That's my first question. See, that's what always pops out, because what's wrong? So I sit with myself and I say, how am I feeling right now? And then I ask him, what's wrong? Why am I feeling this way? And immediately, answer popped up. You are going through twin flame separation sickness. Never heard of that before. It's like, that's weird. And the video popped up. I was like, oh, okay, you really are really talking about this is real. This is real. And then me being me, I went through a couple of the symptoms. It was like, I don't have all these symptoms, and I shut the video off. Started getting more symptoms. Like, let me go back to that video so I can see what the rest of these symptoms are. How long is it going to do with this? That was rough. That was rough. Depression. I was depressed. I was crying about everything. I had a headache that wouldn't go away. I was feeling a little queasy, but I don't think it had anything to do with that, because my eating was, I wasn't really eating much, and I was still working. I had to. No, that was another sign for me, having to be forced to work out, like physically forcing myself to work out. I was like, okay. I had to stop and say, what are you feeling right now? It's the feeling that's going to let you know what's going on with you. Do you stop and check in with yourself? Once you learn who you are, you stop and check in with yourself. And when you check in with yourself, you understand that, oh, he's talking to me. This is Jehovah speaking to me. The twin flame separation sickness was something I had to go through, and immediately followed was a test. I passed the test, praise the Lord. Immediately following was a test. So I'm glad that I actually stopped and observed what was going on, because I would have that test would have just took me out. I would have been. Did I recognize the test at the time? No, but what I did recognize was that as I was going through the test, I was observing my feelings like a third party. It wasn't me that it was happening to. I was watching outside of myself. That's what it seemed like. I was observing outside of myself. What's going on here? The whole conversation I was having with this person, I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh. This, I just knew. I just knew something wasn't right. Something was right. So checking with yourself is the only way you're going to find out if God is speaking to you. Because he might not say words to you. You might not hear him. But can I be honest with you? Very rarely does he speak words to me. It's all feeling. It's very rarely. He will speak to me. He has spoken to me several times. Especially when he commands that I do something. Do this. And I'm just like, yes, Father. Just like when he, because his presence, when he shows up, his presence is so jarring that you're momentarily shocked. You're like, I'm like in a daze when and it doesn't matter how many times he approaches me. If he says words to me, I'm just like, it's like he shuts me down so that he can have all to say, and I'm not even thinking. Words are not coming out. That's why I say when people say they're having a conversation with God, you're lying. you're just lying. I know who you're talking to, but you're not talking to Jehovah, because when he comes in, momentarily you're mute. I can't say a word. I've never been able to say a word. I've never. I initiate conversation, and then I'll get the answer. But when he speaks to me, I'm not like, well, Jehovah, what about this, Jehovah? Oh, well, maybe this, Jehovah. And what? That's not what's happening. I'm mute. I can't say a word. I'm momentarily stunned. Like, it's like he freezes me in place. It's insane. I wish somebody else could experience that, because I feel like I'm the only one who experiences the shock of Jehovah coming in and be like, he's talking to me? Like, I'm like actually shocked. I'm stunned when he speaks. That's what, like, when people say, oh, I had a conversation with God and he told me this and I said that and I questioned it. Yeah, did not. The lies. You did not. I've never spoken a word to him. When he leaves, I'm like, Jehovah? Like, that's when it happens. When it's over, when the conversation, then I can speak again. I don't know if he's actually doing that or what. I'm guessing. I'm guessing he's doing that himself, because I can't speak when he speaks. So it's all feeling. That's what I was getting to. It's all feeling. It's all feeling. I will speak, and then he will give me the feeling. And this is why I pay attention to your inner voice. It comes in clutch, man. You just speak with. That's how you speak with him. And sometimes I'll have a question and I won't speak it verbally, but I do find that speaking it out verbally, out loud, is the best way. Saying the words, I don't know what it is, but it's the best way, out loud, right? Jehovah, this is what I'm feeling, out loud, right? Sometimes I have what I call inner dialogue, obviously, and it's like I'm not really speaking like in my head. I can't hear myself speaking or anything, but I'm like, it's in me. It's just like a question that's just sitting there. And he will answer it. or Spirit will answer it. Somebody's answering it. So it's all about how you feel. That's how you know when he's speaking to you. How do you feel? And he speaks so clearly to me without words that it's like he's speaking words into my soul. And I hear it very clearly. I'm like, oh, yes. I'll ask a question, and the answer will come like, okay. I had no idea about this question. I'm asking this question, and I had no way to solve it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, yes, Lord, yes. That only comes from God. That only comes from Jehovah. That's it. So how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you listening? Not with your physical ears. Are you listening? Because he works right through here, right to your soul. You have a question. You need to separate yourself. And it's best if you separate yourself, because this is the feeling he's giving me. It's best if you separate yourself so that only your dialogue is going through. It's coming through. Only you. What do you feel? And that feeling is not just from you. It's from Jehovah, but it's just so subtle you can't tell. You have no clue. It's so subtle that it almost feels like you came up with it yourself. So separate yourself from those naysayers and those people who want nothing for you. They're not worried about you. They're worried about themselves. It's all about them. They can feign concern, but they're not concerned for you, not for your well-being. The only one's going to be concerned for your well-being truly is you and Jehovah. And sometimes Jehovah cares for you more than you care for you. Obviously, he created the soul. He doesn't want to see it fail. That's not the goal. Only success. He created your soul. Everyone, when they have people in their circle who feign concern for them, they have a motive of their own. What makes them comfortable? What keeps me comfortable is what they're thinking. But is it right for you? Worrying about how they feel is not your concern. How do you feel? What do you want to do with yourself? How do you want to proceed with your life? It's not theirs. It is not their life. It is your life. How do you feel? I don't care if mama and daddy and whatever want you to do A, B, C, and D. But that's what they want. What do you want for you? What does Jehovah want for you? And typically when you want something for you, it's coming from him. It's coming from Jehovah. If you want to be a doctor, right? That's probably coming from Jehovah. It is coming from Jehovah, unless he told you not to be. If you have this urge to just do this thing, that's coming from him. He gave it to you. If you want to be with that person and your family doesn't want you with that person, that's probably not coming only from you. It's coming from Jehovah, because he wants you to be with that person. And that's the only opinion you need to worry about. That's the only person or soul, I call him a person to be, he's my father, that you need to be concerned with, not anybody else. Yeah, that's it. Separate yourself, because I feel like there's somebody out there that needs to separate. Someone has control over you, and it's not for your best interest, it's for theirs. Okay. I know that some people can think I'm a little crazy, and it's fine. I don't mind. What you think about me has nothing to do with me, right? None of my business. And I'm not here to please man. I am here to please God. That's it. I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. Ain't no amount of fame that's going to make me change my mind. Any amount of money that's going to make me change. I don't care about none of it. I am here to do what I'm here to do. And I'm here for Jehovah. I am here to please Jehovah. I'm not here to please man. I'll say it over and over and over again. I'm not here to please man. I am here to please God. That is it. I'm going to go because this bra has become increasingly hurty. And I know that when I take it off, the girl's going to be screaming for help. Please let us out. Let us out. Please let us go. Let us be free. Okay, I'm hanging up. Gabby.
Yeah.
I'm hanging up.
Okay.
Sorry, she wasn't paying attention. How long have I been on this thing? I think I did good.
That's it?
Wait, how long have I been on this thing?
Oh.
Okay, we're hanging up. I'll see you next one. Bye.